There was some of the most thrilling football ever played at the 2022 FIFA World Cup, which was hosted by Qatar. Many players and teams at the 2018 World Cup established new standards for excellence and etched their names in the annals of sports history. The first team from Africa that comes to mind is Morocco. The Moroccan Atlas Lions made history as the first team from Africa to reach the semi-finals of the tournament. A few players at the global extravaganza were barely mentioned in the lead-up to the competition, but they managed to make a significant impact on the outcome for their teams. Many of Europe's top teams will be looking to add talent to their rosters during the upcoming January transfer window, and they will have their eyes peeled on some of these underappreciated stars. Several teams and players at this year's World Cup made new marks in sports lore and established themselves in the annals of history. In particular, Morocco stand out as the first team from Africa to reach the semi-finals of the tournament at any time. A few previously obscure players stunned the competition by dramatically improving their play and making crucial contributions behind the scenes to their team's overall success. In no particular order, here are the top 10 most underappreciated players at this year's World Cup. Hello and welcome to Goalside. In today's video, we'll talk about the top players who are very much underrated in this World Cup. If you liked the video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel and turn on the post notifications. So without wasting any time, let's dive right into the video. Alexis Mac Allister, Argentina. Mac Allister is one of the 2022 World Cup participants who was least heralded for their efforts. He played for the victorious Argentine team that brought home the trophy for the first time since 1986. Despite being an unused substitute in Argentina's shocking opening loss to Saudi Arabia, the Brighton and Hove Albion midfielder played in all but one of the team's 7 matches in Qatar. The Argentine team played in 7 total games while in Qatar. Azzedine Ounahi, Morocco. It is likely that Azzedine Ounahi was a key cog in Morocco's historic run in the World Cup. In the middle third, Ounahi was just as important to Walid Regragui's squad as Sofiane Amrabat. The 22-year-old, who's full of life and energy, was one of the biggest surprises of the World Cup with his consistent performance in the middle of the field. Several European teams, including Premier League club Leicester City, are reportedly interested in signing him. Julian Alvarez, Argentina. When Lionel Scaloni's team beat France on Sunday to win the championship, Alvarez was just as crucial to their attack as anyone else on the field. The Manchester City striker's 4 goals were crucial to his team's championship victory. Antoine Griezmann, France. Although Kylian Mbappe and Olivier Giroud were the primary targets of France's attention throughout the entire tournament in Qatar, Antoine Griezmann was undeniably one of France's greatest performers. Griezmann was underappreciated by his French teammates, despite making a significant impact on their attack. The 2 goals he helped set up for France in their quarter-final match against England made him the country's all-time leading assist provider, matching Lionel Messi's record of 16 assists. While Kylian Mbappe and Olivier Giroud have received the majority of the spotlight for France, Griezmann has been one of the team's best players in Qatar. The Frenchman has been underappreciated despite being the inspiration behind France's success at the World Cup. By starting Griezmann in the number 10 position, a role he is familiar with, Didier Deschamps has given him permission to roam freely in attack. Though he got off to a slow start in the 22-23 football season, it looks like he's making progress toward regaining his previous level of play. The Atletico Madrid forward is currently second in France's all-time list of decisive passers, behind only Zinedine Zidane. Each player has contributed to 26 team assists. He needs one more assist to tie Thierry Henry for the all-time record of 205. Rodrigo De Paul, Argentina. Rodrigo De Paul, who plays for Atletico Madrid, is another player who did not get enough credit for his performance during the World Cup. He was instrumental in Argentina's efforts to halt play and generate a high defensive and offensive work rate. Messi's success in bringing the World Cup home to Argentina was made possible in large part to De Paul, one of the team's main motivating factors. Aurelien Tchouameni, France. Aurelien Tchouameni was a crucial cog despite the fact that he lost the championship game for France by missing a penalty kick. While playing in the middle for France against England in the semi-finals, he not only scored a goal but also assisted on a crucial one. Seeing as Paul Pogba and N'Golo Kante were both sidelined due to injury, he stepped up to the plate to help. The French footballer has proven that he has the talent to become an integral part of Real Madrid's midfield and the Spanish powerhouse's overall roster. Thiago Silva, Brazil. It is generally agreed that the Chelsea veteran defender is one of the most underrated players at the World Cup in Qatar. Both of Brazil's Group G games that Thiago Silva played in resulted in victories, and he was instrumental in both of them. At age 38, the veteran player is one of the oldest in the tournament. He has likely played his last game at the World Cup level. Silva, despite this, has kept up his impressive play in Qatar. He didn't slow down at all. In their first 2 games, Brazil didn't allow a single shot on goal, thanks in large part to his efforts. Tyler Adams, United States of America. Despite his impressive play at the 2022 FIFA World Cup, Tyler Adams has received relatively little attention. The midfielder for Leeds United is the youngest captain in the tournament at the age of 23. When it comes to leading the United States of America, Adams has shown the same impeccable qualities on the field as he has in the middle of the field for his team. Right now, he's the rock in the middle of a United States national team that features some young players like Yunus Musa, 20, and Weston McKennie, 23. Adams was a standout for his team in the middle against England, and he was also outstanding in their final Group B match against Iran. His completion percentage was 90% during the game against the West Asian team, and he completed 69 of 89 pass attempts. The American captain also won 7 of his 11 individual battles and made 3 tackles. Jamal Musiala, Germany. Germany's 3 games in the FIFA World Cup group stage were all won by Jamal Musiala, one of the few young players with the ability to exert such dominance. The midfielder at 19 years old is one of Germany's few bright spots. The 4-time defending world champions were knocked out of the tournament in the group stages. Despite not scoring and recording only 1 assist in Germany's 3 games, Musiala's overall performance was somewhat underappreciated. The Bayern midfielder was a consistent offensive threat during their 4-2 victory over Costa Rica and orchestrated the team's game plan from the middle of the field when they faced Spain. He set the record for the youngest players at the tournament by dribbling the ball 12 times during the game against the Central American team. Dominik Livakovic, Croatia. Croatia advanced from 2 penalty shootouts thanks to the efforts of goalkeeper Dominik Livakovic. Livakovic will receive a substantial raise during the January transfer window. At present, he's participating in the season with Zagreb. Dominik's athletic abilities were on full display in those contests. In this case, Livakovic serves as a formidable obstacle. His reactions are lightning fast, and he can reliably predict when he will be penalised. His play changed the dynamic of the FIFA World Cup 2022. What do you think about these underrated players in the World Cup? Let us know in the comments. Also, don't forget to like and subscribe. See you soon with the next video. Thank you so much for watching.